the deal, y'all? It's your girl Fallon. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Baby Mama Chronicles. Go ahead and get it out of the way, you guys. Subscribe, tap in with me, share, like, comment, do all that stuff, that YouTube stuff that you guys do. Hook your girl up. I appreciate the love, y'all. We're gonna get straight into it, not gonna waste a lot of time. Y'all know I love a top 5, right? Top 5 tips on how to get a guy to commit. The big C word. It's a couple of C words that can be used. You know, commitment, I think, is a very taboo subject. Guys don't seem to like talking about it. Women are afraid to talk about it because they're afraid that whatever chance they may have at having a substantial relationship with the guy is going to be completely off the table when she mentions, you know, the word or commitment. It's just this thing. So it's like, okay, why is it? You know, that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother video. But I think that as a woman, our role is to know specifically what it is that we want and not having any shame in wanting whatever it is that we want. Especially before I even start, don't let any man, because I used to feel this way when I was younger, like, don't let any man feel like it's something wrong with you for wanting to be committed to someone. I used to have guys that be like, you want a relationship for what? Like, what kind of, what is that gonna do for you? And da-da-da-da. Like, excuse me, I kind of want to be partnered with someone to take over the world. Like, hello? Don't let a guy do that to you. Like, if you want a partner, if you want somebody to pour love into, if you want someone to pour love into you, and, you know, you just want that type of thing, there's nothing wrong with that. And I think that that is quite common. And I think that that is what we're on this planet to do, to find our person in order to kind of navigate through this life with. Okay, you guys, so tip number 1 on how to get a guy to commit to you. Know yourself. Know yourself in and out, through and through. This does take time. This is not an overnight process where one day, and it's kind of weird, right? And ironic, like, okay, I don't need, you know, this much time to know myself. I know myself. No. We know the person that we created to face the world with, the person that shows up for work, the person that shows up at parties, the person that shows up to time with your friends, or, you know, even your family. But the person that lives within you, the person that you have to look at when you go to sleep not when you go to sleep at night, but when you're looking in the mirror before you go to sleep at night, that is who you need to really get to know. And all of us, each individual, each spirit, we all have our own complexities and issues and baggage and all kind of shit. So you have to really begin unpacking that. Because what ends up happening is, if you don't, of course, all of your childhood trauma, especially it pertains to like your parental relationships, whatever happened with that is going to show up in your relationship sooner or later. That's one specific thing that you definitely are going to have to start trying to unpack, because if not, it will ooze out of your being and pores. It's not going to be a good look, because you're going to react in a way that, you know, suggests that you have some issues, that this is not the only issue that we're dealing with within this argument or within this incident. You have other issues that have yet to be, you know, unpacked. I keep saying that, you know, but that's one really, really key point. Know yourself, spend some time, take some time getting to know yourself, date yourself. I am an advocate of that. Take yourself out to your favorite restaurant. Take yourself shopping, hair, nails, whatever it is that you're into. Spoil yourself, you know, if you're able to do that, or learn how to do it yourself. You can spoil yourself without having to spend any money. If you like doing your hair, I did my own hair. You know what I'm saying? Well, we obviously have to kind of do our own thing now, but, you know, do your own thing. Unpacking those issues, spending time on yourself, dating yourself, just really getting to know who you are and loving who you are is going to be the very first key in getting a guy to commit to you, for sure. So tip number 2, make it very plain from the beginning what it is that you want. Okay? There shouldn't be any mystery about it. You should not feel ashamed to say what it is that you want. You are your own spiritual being and entity, and you are walking your own life, your own life's path. You deserve to manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest in this life, because it is your right to do that. So no one can make you feel like something is wrong with you for wanting whatever it is that you want, as long as you're willing to put in the work and really put action behind what it is that you're trying to manifest. So let the guy that you're dating, the object of your affection, if this is somebody that you actually see a future with, you should definitely be letting him know as soon as possible what it is that you're looking to do. Now, it doesn't have to be a conversation that sounds like, yeah, so I'm looking for a boyfriend within the next 3 months. Like, I'm trying to hop, you know, on it. I got babies. My time clock is no. That is when the danger zones come up or whatever, and the red flags. You basically just want to say, I'm focused on my career right now, or, I'm handling my business, but I very soon want to be able to like have a partner to really build with. I want to kind of have somebody to build with from the ground up, or I want somebody to support. I want them to support me. I want to have a family. I want to be a mother. I want to be able to connect with somebody that I feel has the capacity to really help me nurture a child. And what is wrong with having those conversations? Nothing. We just don't have them because we're scared shitless, or we end up fumbling over our words, or we already have just the fear within us that says, okay, and that should show you, ladies, that's kind of like a thing. If you are scared to say what it is that you want from the person that you're dating, it's probably because you really want the commitment that bad that you're afraid if you press him that you won't get it. So then that's why I said you have to begin to start unpacking these issues. It is all relative. It all kind of ties in together, because you shouldn't be afraid to speak on what it is that you want, and I think it should be made plain from the very, very beginning. Tip number 3, you guys. Okay, so give him everything without giving him anything, okay? Like everything meaning all of your positive attributes and qualities, right? So if you're really funny or you're really smart, you know what I'm saying, have done really well for yourself in school. So you're giving him that. And through doing that, I think that automatically kind of like brings you into focus in somebody's mind if they're already kind of like thinking that you may be somebody that they could potentially have something serious with, or you know what I'm saying, something more than just the average. I think that that's going to be the first thing that's going to kind of like stand out upon, as far as like comparing you to whoever else this person may be dating. But you don't want to give this person everything. Meaning, and I know y'all heard that. I mean, this is old school stuff. Sometimes the old school stuff, I know we try to like cancel a lot of the old stuff out. And, I'm definitely a fan of, tossing out outdated mindsets and things like that. But why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? So you're not giving everything. We're not already cooking and washing clothes and babysitting kids and taking kids out without him on little shopping sprees, or I don't even know what, you know what I'm saying? We're not doing all of the things. Like, we are reserving some of that activity and energy for somebody that we know is going to make good on that investment. Everybody wants to make good on their investment. I think about one of my mentors, Zoe Williams, who always talks about that's something that women do. We're about investing and wanting to make good on that investment. Yes, we do want to make good on our investment, and if it's a genuine investment and it's coming from a place of purity, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with wanting to see that manifest and build and grow into something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Tip number 4, you guys, okay, keep your own life going. Never be the kind of person, male or female for that matter, but never be the kind of person that everything is poured into your relationship. You don't have any other outside interests. You don't have anything else that lights you up from the inside out. You don't have anything that, TV shows that you binge watch by yourself that maybe only you and like maybe your friends know about, or you and your mom, or you and your sister, or, something like that. Or you should have all of your own stuff that you do every Saturday morning, whether it's going to your farmer's market every morning and then going shopping in the afternoon. Whatever your thing is, it needs to continue, because there's nothing worse than having somebody that's so overly consumed with you that they just look super desperate. And that's the worst thing, right? That's definitely not going to get the person to commit to you for sure, right? If you're coming off desperate, and even if it's something that you really want, you have to kind of be sturdy on your own. It's really, really important. So yeah, you definitely want to just keep your own life going, keep your own activities popping. And I've mentioned this in other videos or whatever. I think that's super, super key in any level of a relationship, is keep your own interests and, make sure that your life is yours. Hey guys, so tip number 5 on how to get him to commit to you, right? This is probably the biggest key or tip that I can give, is just be your authentic, genuine self. Whoever it is that you are in your hearts of hearts, be that person, because that is where you're going to shine the most. We dim our light more and more the more we try to be like other people. Because when you get caught into wanting to be somebody else, look like somebody else, you know, emulating people, you losing. You already putting yourself at a disadvantage, and someone else that's super supremely confident in who it is that they are is gonna kind of be a more prime candidate for somebody that's looking for someone else to take seriously and really pour something into, especially if you're talking about a long-term, healthy, thriving relationship. And dudes are very, very stingy with their commitment. And I think that all ladies, I think we should know that men are super stingy with their commitment, and maybe they're onto something. Maybe they feel like, hey, you know, before I give my all, before I give my love, before I give my protection or whatever it is that I have to give, let me make sure that this person is 100, because I'm not for the bullshit, you know. And that's kind of just like the temperament, and I totally get that. I totally understand. That totally makes sense to me. And I think we definitely should be focusing on just being ourselves. That's going to make us our most attractive. And if we're being our most genuine selves, maybe then we find that that person doesn't really match with what it is that we want. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's important to know up front, opposed to being something that you're not, getting further down the line and then evolving, not even evolving, but just kind of like morphing into somebody else, hoping to get different results when you weren't that person from the very beginning. So stay true to yourself. Just, you know, best policy. Okay, you guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I just wanted to give you guys a little something, top 5 tips, how to get your guys to commit. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe this video. If it's certain topics and stuff that you guys want to hear from me, definitely please leave them in my comment section below, and I will make sure that we tap in with all of those different topics. All right, until next time.